Hi people, welcome to my YouTube channel. This week has been a busy one, from going to the clinic, inquiring whether we have drugs. And on my side, I got drugs. I got a 6-month supply, which I thank God because wengine hawapati. And being that the type of medicine I take, hatuko wengi sana, so it was easy for me getting such a big supply. Thank you for watching last week's video, for the likes, for those new subscribers, those who like and share my videos. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. On today's show, we have a special guest, a young girl, a 20-year-old. Imagine being born or being raised, and after so many years, you come realize you are HIV positive. How would you take it? How would it be? Let's take a short break. When you come back, I'll introduce our guests. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who have just joined us, I have a guest today, and let's give her a chance ajiintroduce, atuambie ni nani, ametoka wapi, yeah, such things. Mrembo, welcome to the show.
Asante sana. So my name is Zainab Atito Ali. I am 20 years old and I'm a last year student at Daystar University. I'm doing communication and I am HIV positive. I am a photographer. I have a YouTube channel. I sing and rap, and yeah, that's basically me.
Okay, Zainab.
Yes.
So, where was Zainab born? Like, uli growia wapi? Home ni wapi?
So I grew up in Nakuru, home in Nakuru. Like, I've just been based in Nakuru. I just came to Nairobi for campus. Just that, yeah.
I believe your parents are, your father is there, but you told me your mother is not around.
Yes.
Okay, so how was life growing up without a mother figure? And maybe was your father in your life as you were growing up?
So as I was growing up, it was difficult. You know, you would see children with their moms being happy. You have someone to run to, but I didn't have that opportunity. So when I joined boarding school in class 2, I got this teacher. Her name is Edith. So she took me in not as a pupil, but as her daughter. And I feel like everything I am today, she molded me into that. So I would say I had a mother figure when I was young.
Edith, if you watch this, big up. So you mentioned you are HIV positive.
Yes.
When and how did you learn that you were positive?
So I've always been in the hospital since I was small, since I can remember. So either it's asthma, stomach aches, malaria, pneumonia, all those opportunistic diseases. So I don't think any doctor ever thought maybe it could be AIDS or something.
HIV.
Yeah, HIV. Sorry. So after I joined campus on the December holiday, when I went home now after closing school, I got weaker. Like I started losing weight, but kidogo kidogo.
So when you say home, ni ushago sasa?
Ushago sasa, So kidogo kidogo. Alafu unajua kwa campus you want to check your weight and everything. So when I resumed the January semester, I was living in Kilimani with some of my friends. So thanks God. Ilikuwa hostel, but it was in Kilimani.
Oh.
So there was a gym in the estate. So we used to go at 5, tunamaliza 7, then you prepare and start your day. So tuko nafanya very vigorous workout. So nilikuwa na lose weight and I'm like, hey, hii workout ina work.
Inafanya.
Inafanya. But then sikuwa nakula.
Hiyo ni ndoto ya kila msee. I tell them watu waamka wakimbie na hakuna mtu anawakimbiza. It's always their dream. Yani saa ile umekimbia uende ujipime. Like maybe I tried workout sometimes back. Nilikuwa najipima after every 2 hours. Then mimi nikaona historia ya kushinda umekimbia ukimbizwi. Mimi nikaona tu mwili mpya utapewa wapi?
Mbinguni. So that was it. So I would lose weight and I wasn't eating because najua kuna inafika time uko na mpaka cravings. Me, I used to have cravings your time. Nakaa hivi nataka githeri. I would run to the supermarket, get githeri. Then I wouldn't eat it. I want rice, hivyo. So I would end up
githeri na supermarket. Sijui kama mmesikia hiyo point.
Ni venye place nilikuwa naishi, kuna vitu zilikuwa zinapikwa, so you have to go get them.
Kwa street.
So hata kwa nyumba, so you had to go get them in the supermarket. So I wouldn't eat. I wasn't eating kabisa. Then there was this time I started getting weaker kabisa. I'm like, hii ni workout kweli. So I called my friend. She's in Tuk. Nikamwambia, Nelly.
She's where?
In Tuk Technical University. It's in town.
Hizi vitu. Tuk Technical University. Wale walika yangu umesikia Technical University inaitwa Tuk.
So nilikuwa naendanga Bliss yenye iko shule. So nikasema stenda ya shule, acha niende ya town. So Nelly akatoka shule akanipeleka hosi and I was nikaambia tu ni chronic ulcers. Na juu nikiangalia kwa Google nilikuwa naona tu everything like symptoms zote ni za chronic ulcers. So me, I took the medicine, went home. So it was on a Friday. So I took the medicine on Friday and Saturday. Then on Sunday night it got worse. I would vomit, like I just looked, I was in bad shape. So mwenye tulikuwa tunaishi kwa hiyo hostel yake akakuja akaniambia, Zainab, this is getting worse. We have to take you to the hospital. So nikakimbishwa hosi. Iko South B. So I went to the hospital nikafanywa test zote. So hiyo ingine nikaambiwa hiyo utakujia on Monday. So on Monday tukaenda, no result.
Hiyo ingine uliambiwa ni gani?
Sasa ya HIV, nilipimwa kila kitu. So nikienda Monday, results sijui zimepotea, zijatoka hivyo. So on a Wednesday nikamwambia mimi sitarudi huku tena juu hiyo traveling pia ilikuwa inanisumbua juu most of the time you diarrhea vibaya sana. So like it was just hectic for me. So nikamwambia acha tu niingie hapa visit. Alafu I was so confident like that's happy.
Unataka wapi wewe? Or like tuseme babdo wewe.
I was not sexually active, like I was just this girl.
Amesema alikuwa virgin, she wasn't actually active sexually.
Yes.
So hata utafikiria kuingia visit kudu nini maybe tu. Lakini unaweza ona umezungushwa na results useme why not?
Alafu sitting back, I remember we would sit in the room, alafu nilikuwa nawaambia, I would tell my friends, kama niko na hiyo HIV, sasa hiyo ni after nimeambiwa niende results. Kama niko na hiyo HIV nimeandika will. So I'm leaving this to you, like tulikuwa tu tuna joke about it. I was like
kuna mwenye utaachia tights, kuna mwenye utaachia viatu.
So I went in, ya kwanza ikatoka negative. I was like, you see, I knew it. But sasa hizo zingine zote nilipimwa 6
confirmation.
Alafu zinakuwa type 2, kuna ile ya 2 lines 2, alafu kuna ile inaonyesha kani HIV1 na HIV2. So hizo zingine zote zikakuja positive. I didn't react. So the nurse ako like, umesikia nimekwambia uko positive. I'm like, nimesikia, and I'm smiling and making jokes. Akaniuliza umekuja na nani? Nikamwambia nimekuja na mwenye naishi hostel zake na my best friend. Akaniambia should I call between the two? Nikamwambia you just call my friend. So Nelly was called in. She came in, akaambiwa so tumepata your friend here ako positive. And Nelly cried. She held me, then started crying. So I was like, like me and Nelly we are so close sana. So I was like, why is Nelly crying? So I think hapo ndo ilini hit. Nikajua
I think it gets to a time there is a moment some news can be broken kwako. Maybe a close relative has passed on, then mtu akuja akuambie, inakuwa umeambiwa, umesikia, but haija kuhit. So that's when you come realize later, by the way msi ameniambia. I think that was your case.
Yeah. So I just looked at Nelly ndo ikanihit. So the other person was called in, akaambiwa. He was just a nice person. So
let
he
me,
took
let me
me.
ask you something. Like hii time wanaita best yako, wanaita ama ulimpea ruhusa waite, because most of the time we don't want anyone to know. Ama you were just okay?
I was okay. Alafu after all it was Nelly. She knows me inside out. So yeah. So and then nikapelekwa this mall, T-Mall. So he knew I love eating. So maybe alifikiria nikikula I'll calm down. I was crying, alafu I was so angry. I was like, nimetoa wapi surely?
Okay. So you go to the hospital, you become sick, you go to the hospital. That time you are like 19 years old. Na wewe unajua you've never engaged in sex, yani ujui hizi mambo. You go get tested for HIV and it turns positive. Okay, umetoa wapi? After this break, we'll be back to learn more about this beautiful girl's story.
I know you have more money. I know you have a lot of wealth, but you can show the world that you got it all. Money can buy you happiness. Money can buy you any love. Money can give you any freedom, but Jesus can give you all.
Wow. Such a nice voice.
Thank you.
Before the break, this beautiful girl here took us through her story. How she went to the hospital with ulcers, akapimwa HIV, which tested positive. And from her, she didn't know how she contracted the virus, being that she wasn't sexually active at that time. Hakuwa amepata ajali, hajaifanyiwa blood transfusion. Yeah, for those who are joining us, let's hear Zainab's story. Zainab, after you've tested, umekuwa positive, unapenda kukula kama mimi, mmepitia T-Mall mkule. What next?
So that time I was so bitter, like so bitter.
Like,
so
umetoa wapi?
Nimetoa wapi? Alafu unajua sasa kuna zile, you know, you live with your bad aunt, kuna ile ata throw it on your face. So kwanza hata mamako ni ukimwi ilimuua, but you're like, mimi niko poa, like hiyo ni yeye na shaenda. So sasa hizo ndio sasa nilikuwa na recapture hizo words and rumors in the family. So I'm like, so did my dad know all this while? Your time I was only close with my dad.
Okay, wait. So when you were growing up, some people would tell you that mamako alikufa na ukimwi. And no one ever bothered to take you to the clinic, maybe upimwe or something. Hakuna, hujawahi pelekwa, hujaipimwa. But after this results, you can recall now some of the things. Mamako alikufa na ukimwi. Nini.
Alafu the only thing nilikuwa naambiwa, like the only thing I knew I got from my mom ni asthma peke yake.
Asthma.
So we went home, then we went now back to the hostel. Then the following day, now on Thursday, I went home.
To Nakuru now?
Yes. So I get home and my aunt is like, Aki umeisha nini? At that time I think I was around 35 kgs.
Allah.
I was so tiny, very tiny. So and then I started crying. Alafu nikamwambia, hey, mimi jana nilikuwa hosi, na nikamwambia niko na HIV. So aunt yangu alishtuka sana. So we waited for my uncle. So I remember the first time, the moment aliingia sitting room, Auntie yangu akamwambia like, "Kai, imagine Zainab ako na ukimwi." Hey.
Just like that.
Yeah, my uncle was not even shocked. Alikaa tu chini akasema, "Hey, tumekuwa tukishindwa tutakwambia jiendo upimwe. Juu tumekuwa tukisuspect but when unakuanga jovial, happy, like hakuna mtu ashaikuwa na hiyo confidence." So me I just cried like hizo siku nilikuwa nalia sana. So the following day I went to the hospital. Nilipelekwa na guardian mwingine sasa. Kenda hosi, nikapimwa tena, nikaanza hiyo counseling. Counseling ilinisaidia sana. And the doctors there are so nice. So eventually tu nikajikubali. I was like, this is something you can't change. So nikaanza madawa but at first ilikuwa so challenging. Kwanza hapo kwa side effects. Alafu utaka hivi uanze kujiuliza sasa I have to take this medication for the rest of my life. Alafu saa zingine you're like mi kwanza nilikuwa naumwa juu it's not like my fault. Alafu unajua tu kunje most people huwa wana assume you get HIV through sex. That's the only thing and I think that's where discrimination comes in because people think you are immoral or something. Juu hata mimi nakumbuka kuna beshte yangu aliniambia, "Hey, uliingia campus ukaagana." So I'm like, "Guy, na wewe unajifanyanga." But by that time mimi nilikuwa nishakuwa immune to those comments. So mimi nikakaa tu nikasema, kama si kitu unaweza change, you have to live with it. I started my medicine. Kenda hivyo nilianzanga na TLE. After 6 months kafanywa viral load, ilikuwa imeimprove. Nikapewa TLD. So hizi I think nini yangu the last time I had my viral load checkup ilikuwa very low. It was actually reading a negative caffeine kadogo. So my guidance were like, umejikubali haraka, nimerecover haraka, like saizi niko 65 kgs from 35. From 35.
Hizo ni kilo ngapi?
Ni mingi.
Ngapi?
Imagine on top.
Okay. Zainab, umetoka home. Umeenda home, umeconfirm, umepewa dawa. Umerudi Nairobi tena. Some of your friends, best yako alikuwa anajua. Now you're starting a new journey.
Yes.
How has it been?
At that time, it wasn't easy. First, when I got back to Nairobi, I really begged that man, usiambie mtu, acha tu ikue ni mimi wewe na Nelly tunajua. But unfortunately, I went home, then akaita mkutano kwa hostel and akaambia kila mtu. So when I got back, Nelly told me. So when I got back, I was like,
So, before you came back, the people you went to get tested with, your best friend and the owner of the hostel you guys were staying. Then, when you come back from home, the guy had called a meeting of the people staying in the hostel and told them Zainab is positive and we should, if you ask me, okay, inaweza kaa kwa akili yake alieka, I'm telling them in good heart. Lakini si ati Zainab amevunjika mguu ati mumsaidiange. I don't get it.
Yeah, I didn't like that because kwanza nilikuwa nimembeg sana usiambiane, like I'm just not ready for people to know.
Okay, my question is na mbona aliambiana?
I think he did it out of good heart. He's a good person. Hiyo naweza mtetea So I think alikuwa anataka nipewe ile care. Alafu at that the condition I was in, maybe he felt
sometimes you can get indirect stigma. That guy, that we can call that indirect stigma. Ni kama ile ya unaweza kuja uniambia kitu out of a good heart. Uniambia, hey pasi, juu ya condition yako, you know you should work out. Unajua umeniambia vizuri. Then nitakuja mimi nikuulize hapa, hata watu wenye wana ukimwi, see they work out.
True.
Why is mine becoming like
it's a must.
That is what we call indirect stigma. Maybe the guy didn't know. But you're back now.
Yeah, so I get back and everyone is so nice, like extra nice.
Karibu wakubebe.
Nguo unakunjiwa, unafanywa like everything, unasindikizwa mpaka kwenda shule. Sometimes unalipiwa Uber na ni hapo tu, it's just a walking distance. Mimi niko na hii siwezani nayo. So it was too much. So luckily Uhuru hiyo wiki ndo alisema shule zifungwe tuende, sasa ndio corona ilikuwa imeingia. So sasa nikaenda nikakaa home hiyo Feb mpaka around August tukafungua shule. So challenge yangu ilikuwa by now like najua wameambiana, like all my friends know, wa church wenye ni wa shule, common friends tu wote wanajua. So it's like mimi I'm not ready to go back there. Lazima nitolewe hizo hostels. So uzuri mzazi alinielewa. Tukaenda hiyo August akanitoa huko, akanipeleka hostels zinaitwa kwetu living ziko Jogoo Road. So I lived there. I think sasa by that time unajua huko kwetu hakuna mtu ananijua. Maybe roommate yangu akiona nikimeza dawa of which was rarely there. So most of the time nilikuwa tu peke yangu, and I was at least nilikuwa na peace your time. Nobody knows me. Yeah, so that is how it has been.
Let me ask, have you encountered stigma, maybe from those people who know, from wale watu wa home, those who know?
I don't think I've encountered a stigma. Kitu nime-encounter sana ni huruma. Na mimi siipendi, sitaki.
Mtu anajaribu kuosha, oshe.
Ati akiosha umekula. Unajua with your condition unafaa ukule.
I know, ni kama watu negative wakulangi. You know?
Mi saa zingine nadiboingi by the way, mi sipendi hiyo. Nafanya tu hata ujihurumie pia na si vizuri, like you'll feel like kwani I'm that bad, like
kwani nimezidiwa sana hivyo.
Kwani nimezidiwa sana. So I remember hiyo time ya quarantine nilikuwa nataka ku put on weight vibaya sana. Juu hiyo kukonda hiyo sasa ilikuwa inaleta huruma double. So
So Zainab, like you're just one strong girl. It's not easy. Staying for those years. Sasa zingine tunasemanga tu ni God. Imagine being born HIV positive and coming to start your medication at 19 years and in campus. Of course society ni ile. There are those people who will say huyu ukimwi aliokota akaamua kuwekelea. But I usually tell people at the end of the day, wewe ndio unajijua. You know your past, you know how you live. So you'll encounter that so many times. There are those who will say, maybe ulipata tu scapegoat because your mother passed. Wakuja waseme. But at the end of the day, you know your story. I always tell people, own your story. When you own your story, ile unaweza, yes, this is me. You own your story. No one will ever put you down with what you told them.
True.
No one will ever do that. So, mrembo, tell my fans and your fans, are you dating? Uko na morio, uko na mtu ama situation iko aje?
Dating kwanza imekuwa ngumu. From last year you'll get a guy mnapendana, the moment anajua ana left vibaya sana. Wana leftingi vibaya sana, like they don't even want to hear anything else. Bora wamesikia tu positive.
Away.
Wana left. But right now I can say things are looking up for me with another guy. Yes.
Akisieri wewe.
Santi.
So, kwa hii maisha kuna ule msee, kuna ule atakama ende. Akienda huyo hakuwa wako.
True.
Wako tu mahali atakuja. Then again, nani alisema lazima, you know. Then you can't force. Isipojipa, aijipa, but wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Zainab, maybe to the youth. What would you like to tell the youth? You are a young girl, 20 years only. Miaka mimi naweza kugawia. What do you tell young girls out here?
I will start by saying accept yourself, because the moment you've accepted yourself, hata nini happen, iwezi ku affect, iwezi ku pull down And then venye tu umesema own your story. Like mtu atakuja kuuliza mwambie hivyo ndo niko so like juu ukianza kumuonesha like you are remorseful, you feel bad for yourself, kuna watu they'll take advantage of that. Exactly. And they'll keep using it against you. Yeah, exactly. So mi hata ukikuja uniuliza kwambia nakuanga hivyo so you can't change it, I can't change it. So yeah. If you want to live, live. If you're meant to stay in my life, you'll stay. And me, if there's one thing I'm grateful for, it's my dad and the office people, my guardians, and my best friend. That girl has stood by me. She's been there through my hardest time, my favorite moments.
Si marafiki wote scam by the
true. Kuna true friends huko nje. So kwanza yeye sana, you know, tuko Nairobi na yeye sana hata si guardians or anything.
Hebu tumie kwa yeye salamu.
Nelly, I want to tell you thank you and I love you so much. We actually live with her. So she's always looking out for me and Nelly will stand by me in anything. Ukikuja unaniingilia nini Nelly is there. Like she's just one person I'm grateful for, to God and my dad and the guardians I have. So I was talking to the youth and I will tell you, as a girl, you know, I've had this many girls contact me when wanajua juu mimi nilifika mahali I'm getting calls. Ati Zainab, nasikia hivi kwanza from Nakuru. Nasikia uko positive. Ni ukweli nakwambia so ili spread like the whole of home, kila mtu anajua na my friends, neighbors watu wanajua. So naambia mtu usishtuke hata wakijua atakufanyia nini. Like usifike hapo ati you want to feel bad for yourself. Na about dating, usiwahi feel vibaya. Kama mtu anafaa kukuaccept, atakuaccept uwe positive, uwe negative. He will stay if he's meant to stay. But don't make dating at your priority for you. Itafika mahali kufrustrate. Weka tu mwenye atakuja, Mungu atakuwa amemtuma atakuja.
Oh, guys, a point I didn't mention. By the time Zainab was being born, the parents separated. Then after very many years, that's when the dads waka reunite. So for her, ajapata ile, you can't imagine going asking your father like what's your HIV status. So as for now, although that is a non-issue, but I thank God they are in a good relationship. And so this girl sings. She's on YouTube. Maybe you can tell them how they can reach you, how they can support you, maybe by watching your video or listening to your song.
You'll find me on all social media platforms at Zainab Atitwa. Hivyo tu, just Zainab Atitwa on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also YouTube. So I sing and I love photography also. I do photo shoots and everything, so you can just see me. Yeah.
Okay. So in today's interview, I've been thinking about disclosure. Those guardians wenye mnachiangwa watoto na wazazi, when is the right time? Maybe I'll bring a specialist in these things. When is the right time to disclose to a child left by the mother and left HIV positive? Will you tell them at maybe a certain age? Will you take them to clinics? Ama utangoja, like in Zainab's case, afike miaka 18, 19, akajulie mbele? I think that is a topic we should discuss maybe sometimes to come. But I know disclosure is a process, it's not easy. Yeah. So, Mrembo, thank you so much for coming to this show. Thank you for sharing your story. I'm sure it will encourage someone out here, the youths, anyone struggling with acceptance, anyone struggling with disclosure and such things. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support, the subscribers, the viewers, those who share my posts, those who share the links. I don't take that for granted. Till next time, goodbye.